Hi, everybody. My name is John DePietro.
And I'm Bob Zagami with the Camper Report Show.
And on this Camper Report show, Bob, it's the holiday season. Or let me be so bold, it's the Christmas season. And our pets are part of our RV travel family. And we're going to look at some very interesting pet gift ideas for Christmas.
That's interesting. I've got to talk with Tony Flamia from National RV Training Association, and we're going to talk about their Technician in a Box, which is the ideal Christmas gift for RVers. So without even coordinating, we both hit on the same topic.
Wait. Now, technician, that's not a guy that they stuff in a box and send them from Florida to
Oh,
Texas to wherever.
all the education and training on a thumb drive.
Technician in a box. There we go. Great stories. Where do we get our news stories, by the way?
RV Business with with Rick Kessler, and Woodall's Campground Magazine with Ben Quiggle.
And we'll be back with those stories plus much, much more right here. Where, Mr. Zagami?
On the Camper Report Show.
Attention all RVers. Say goodbye to roof worries and hello to worry-free travel with RV Roof Magic. This revolutionary liquid butyl roof coating is specially formulated to protect your RV from the elements, to extend its lifespan and prevent leaks. With simple application and outstanding results, RV Roof Magic is the go-to choice for RV owners seeking superior roof protection. Don't let roof maintenance issues hold you back. RV Roof Magic is the only liquid butyl rubber in the world that offers a one-coat, no primer coverage and a 10-year warranty. Visit rvroofmagic.com/RVLife and extend your roof another 18 to 20 years.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the Camper Report Show. This is the news segment. My name is John DePietro. Bob Zagami is standing by. And Bob, we've got some very interesting news stories. But first, let's give our viewers an update on our friend Ben Quiggle from Woodall's Campground Magazine. He had that fire in his house. What
Yep.
was it, Thanksgiving night?
Thanks.
And,
Yeah.
sustained pretty heavy damage. And we mentioned a GoFundMe page, and we're going to put the link down below again in the description if you want to contribute. I talked to Ben last week. He said he is amazingly overjoyed by the warm, I don't know, reception, if you will, the
Generosity. Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
You and I knew that anyway,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
RVers are
Well,
very,
they're very giving, especially in times of crisis, that's for sure. And
very giving people. So,
nobody likes to have their entire life disrupted, especially
yep,
on Thanksgiving Day,
yep.
but they come
So
along.
we
Yep.
we we use Ben's stories every week here on our on this show, and if you want to show your thanks, and as I mentioned last time, you don't have to give $1,000. If you want to give $5, $10, $15, whatever, through his GoFundMe page, just look at it down below.
Yep.
So that's our story with Ben. Now, RV there yet? You know these guys. Talk about what they're doing, something special with it. I
Well,
can't
they
say
come.
FMCA anymore.
Huh? Nope.
So we got two stories there. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, and Patrice and Kevin are now into their fourth season for RV There Yet, which is a travel log, an RV travel log, very popular. It gets more popular each year. And this year, they're actually, for one of their segments, they're teaming up with what used to be the Family Motor Coach Association that has now been rebranded to the Family RVing Association. And they have their 110th international convention, they call it, at Perry, Georgia, which is a popular place. They
Mm.
draw a lot of people at Perry, Georgia. Well, Patrice and Kevin have a major role in this year's convention. They'll be doing seminars, they'll be doing education, they'll be doing segments of the show, and Kevin and Patrice are wrapping that around the 110th anniversary and the dramatic change in the association, because they've now, for all vehicles for 100 years, they were just motorhomes. And they now take everything that is an RV, whether it's a pop-up tent or whatever. So they're trying to get a little more exposure. by teaming up with this program and with their national reach to let people know that they can, in fact, be a member of this association, which is one of the oldest, probably the oldest RVing
Club.
association
Yep.
in the country, which started
Right
up
up in
in
Maine.
Hinckley, Maine. Right.
Yep. Right up in Maine. We went by their
Yep.
opening their original headquarters a few years ago up on a trip to Maine. We should
It's
also let you know that
that's kind
um,
that's kind of like Plymouth Rock. The people
right,
look like to
right.
see they're really big, and
Yeah.
then they get up to Hinckley, Maine. And they say, "Well, where is it?" That's right over there. It's got Little Rock with all the stuff on it.
We don't want to say we told you so about inviting travel trailer people into their membership. It's
Yeah.
probably 10 years ago, and they didn't listen to us.
Well, they're gonna try something different,
They didn't
and
listen to us, but what is it? Travel trailers comprise 80% of the market.
80% of the market.
So why would you want to limit yourself to just 20% of the potential market when there's so much more out there, and the new people that are coming in are not buying the big 45-foot diesel pushers. I think we saw more diesel pushers though in
Yep.
last week's show down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana at LSU than ever before.
Yep.
But anyway, family RVing
I
and
I think the name change is a good thing.
yep,
You know, they
yep,
got the motor coach off there so people didn't feel disenfranchised because they happen to have a travel trailer or a fifth wheel unit.
yeah.
So,
So let's go to something new. Let's switch the order up here. T1. This I'm looking at this when you sent me the news segment, and I'm reading. I'm trying to read. I'm looking around to see if there's a camera here saying, "Am I being spoofed? Is this really real?" It looks like one of those rickshaw things in
right.
China
That's
that people.
exactly that's exactly what I thought when I
I mean,
looked at this. As I could see a bunch of them running around China with wheat and corn and bags of hay and stuff on the back of it. But
yeah, last week we talked about these $1 million coaches that are coming out, and this week we're talking about. I think it's the most basic. I don't know if you want to call it an RV. I'd call it a BV, a bike vehicle.
well, it is basic, but it's not cheap.
No, I know. That's why I didn't want to say inexpensive.
$30,000. So it's an electric trike, but with a small camper on it. And they're just revealing it. Um, and they do make electric trucks and vans. They do have a
Yeah,
van that they're making in this company. Company's called Grounded, and they're located in Detroit. So they're trying to tie that, it's almost like another renaissance of the automobile industry. So they've got the electric vehicle, and now this pops out, and it uses something called the Civilized Cycles semi-trike platform, and they built upon that platform, yeah, for which I guess the company with the platform sells it to other companies for
yeah,
other things,
yeah.
but Grounded
Well,
is, hey,
okay,
wow,
we can talk about it all day long, but Christopher has got to put some pictures up on this one here because this is, I mean, what is it? 280 cubic feet,
right.
not square feet.
Right.
Cubic feet.
It's tall. You got
It's
you got,
tall
you
and
got,
it,
you got a
it
six
looks
foot.
like a pregnant phone booth.
Yeah, it'd be a great vehicle for the Amish if it just wasn't electric. You know? Say
Look
6 foot,
at
6 foot 7, 6 foot 7 inch high ceiling,
yeah.
and it has a induction cooktop and sink
Well,
and
it
solar
says
panel.
6'7" high ceiling. It's because you can't lie down in it.
Well, no, you can't because the dinette folds out to a bed, which, which is
Your feet are
crazy.
hanging out.
And it's got more like solar panel wattage on the roof than some of the small little trailers. They got 500-watt power of roof mounted solar panels that powers everything in the unit, all the appliances, the electronics, as well as the trike propulsion, which gives it 150-mile range. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
can
you
see
know what the
somebody,
trike propulsion is? The person who's driving it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can see somebody, getting this crazy idea
Well,
either in LA or New York, because they have a lot of crazy ideas in LA and New York, and hopping on this thing and going cross country. Put the GoPro unit on their head and head out. But it's got a lot of features to it. As you said, the 280 cubic feet. It's got a
You,
carbon footprint of an e-bike, and
really, it looks like a refrigerator, wouldn't you say?
yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of does that. And it fits into every parking spot that you can ever want to use. So for a point of convenience, a full kitchenette with induction stove, fridge, and sink, 150-mile range, comfortable seating area that transforms into a bed, Starlink, so you can figure out where you're going, windows on all sides, providing 360-degree views. And this, I think, is one of the best things, which is going to help it.
What?
License-free operation. It
What?
does, you do not need you can drive it anywhere, everywhere. You do not need a
Yeah.
license.
Okay. Okay.
So picture that one.
Okay. You also have to be under 30 years old.
Yeah. And under 150 pounds.
Oh boy, I tell you, we've seen it all. We've seen
Yep.
it all from the most expensive, these kind that fold out. When we were down in Florida a couple years ago, that one that was all solar and it's 45 feet long, whatever. So that's that. And now I don't know if it's available at Campers Inn yet, but one thing that is available at Campers Inn, they keep making our headlines here because last week they did the pie in the face on Ben and Jeff for charity, but they're teaming up with Operation Hilo to provide living accommodations for people in North Carolina, right near one of their facilities. Talk about that great thing. Our friend
Yeah,
Larry Peter is
exactly.
spearheading that.
This is in Larry's backyard. He's the vice president for the Southeast region. They've already delivered 32 RVs to serve as housing and support shelters in support of the people that have been displaced with the hurricanes down there this year. And it's another collaboration and community service that you see Campers Inn doing. You're right. We tend to talk about them a lot, but it's one of the nation's largest family-owned dealership with 37, 38 dealerships around the country, and they do a lot of these humanitarian efforts. And this one is gigantic. I mean, 32 RVs, getting them up there, setting them up, and some will be offices, some will be housing for people that are affected, and hopefully some other people will jump on the bandwagon. It's still devastating up there, and with
Yep.
winter coming, the rains and the snows and everything that, and sadly, you hate to bring politics into it, but I just heard a news announcement this morning that the current administration just pushed through $20 billion more for Ukraine.
Okay. There we
And
go.
yeah, you have the
You know what?
question.
It's not a political. Yeah. Again, we don't like to get into politics here, but facts are facts. We have to take care of our people first.
Yep.
America first. So, with that
Right.
being said, that pretty much is a wrap on the news for the week. And we want to thank our viewers for tuning in. And we've said this over and over again. We never take our viewership for granted. And we know that there are several other ways that you could be spending your free time. And we appreciate the time that you've, what is this, the 207th? Can you believe it? The 207th edition of what, Bob?
The Camper Report Show.
RV enthusiasts require specialized insurance and warranty solutions. RVerinsurance.com and Wholesale Warranties stand prepared to address the distinct health insurance, RV insurance, and RV warranty needs of every RVer. Renowned for its exceptional service in offering health insurance for RVers who often venture beyond their coverage zones, RVerinsurance.com has partnered with Wholesale Warranties to ensure a similar standard of expertise and attention when procuring an RV extended warranty for your new or pre-owned travel trailer, fifth wheel, or motorhome. So start securing your peace of mind today by visiting wholesalewarranties.com/RVer insurance or RVerinsurance.com.
the sign says "Go anywhere together," and together means you and your pet. And we are here at the Hershey RV Show, America's largest RV show. We're here with Mark. Mark, tell me that proper spelling of that.
That is Tavo, Tavo.
Tavo. Okay.
Pet Essentials.
Okay, Tavo Pet Essentials. And you know what? We've done a lot of research about people traveling with pets.
Absolutely.
And my friends in the campground industry say that at least 50% of the RVers that they do business with travel with pets. And then another 20% of them travel with 2 or more pets. So
Right.
obviously it's a huge market. Tell me about Tavo and tell me why people should consider this product for protecting. Really, it is protection.
Absolutely protecting.
Right.
Tavo is from the makers of Nuna. Nuna makes children's car seats and strollers. Been in business for over 40 years. So we make child car seats, we make strollers, play yards, all kinds of things. We felt like back coming out of COVID, we started looking at how to expand our business, and we realized that people are traveling more and more with their pets. And what we found is that people are not really properly restraining pets in vehicles. So we have adults wearing seatbelts, we have children in car seats, but we have pets that are just sort of either moving
Sitting
around,
there,
sitting there, or maybe in a foam block, maybe with a harness. We felt like maybe people were doing some good or better, but we want to come out with the best. So we felt like with our 40 years of experience, we could bring premium materials, premium technology, and bring something very different and be that trusted resource in the industry to bring pet protection in vehicles.
And it's already been tested on humans. Right.
Well, we do test these. We do have our own dynamic testing facilities. We actually test all these. We do crash impact tests. We have them on frontal impact and side impact. We actually test them to a standard. So we actually do a globally recognized United Nations standard for child car seats. And we test them and making sure they're properly protecting pets. So we're not only containing pets in vehicles, but we're protecting them from the unexpected.
Let's take a look over here and start. What is product number 1?
So this is our Mave pet car seat. This came out about a year ago. Mave is up to, we have a small and a medium. It goes to a 20 and a 30 pound size.
Okay.
All of these, again, use that crash tested premium technology, premium
right
materials.
there, yeah.
This is that same foam you're going to see in a child's car seat,
Okay.
even in a bicycle helmet.
Yeah.
So we're protecting pets all the way around. It has a nice canopy. We call it an engineered canopy. And this engineered canopy is actually going to protect the pet. Your pet's going to roll into it and roll back. So all those crash forces are going to be spread out over time.
Okay.
And actually
Now,
protecting your
Won't
pet.
that just, if you have to stop quickly,
Sure.
won't that just fly through the front seat?
No.
Why not?
This actually is attached to a vehicle base.
Oh,
This base
it's
is
got the
actually
base.
attached to the lower anchors. So every car manufactured from 2002 has lower
those
anchor
anchors,
points
yep.
for children's car seats.
Hidden behind the back seat. there,
Exactly.
right? Yep.
Locks right in. It's got a load leg on here. And then we take this car seat and attach it just like that.
Okay. Approximate cost,
This is $600.
$600, okay. Okay, and then,
And then we have a 30-pound version right here. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit longer. It's for your larger dogs.
yep.
And this actually clips right off. We do have a stroller option as well.
Okay. What does that weigh?
This
Well,
weighs,
let's see.
it's probably about 15 pounds.
Yep. Okay. I mean, it's
Yep.
sturdy.
This is actually about 12 pounds here, but this is the nice stroller we have with it as well. In case you really want to travel, and it folds
Just
right
like
up
that.
nice and compact.
You saw that fold. You see that fold?
It's awesome.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, so that's
So
the
there we
Mave.
go. And the brand is Tavo.
Tavo. So Tavo is our pet brand. Nuna is our children's brand.
Okay, spell that. Children's brand.
N-U-N-A.
N-U-N-A.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
So back in a couple months ago, we just launched the Dupree pet car seat. This is designed to actually fit on the airlines, underneath the airline seat.
Oh, under the seat.
But we took it one step further. It's actually a pet car seat, so you can use it in your vehicle.
Oh,
just
and they
the
go
same
fly with
lower
it.
anchor points.
Yep. Yep.
Like this.
There you go.
Same installation. So now you've got a crash-tested car seat that you can actually use in your vehicle. You travel to the airport, you release it.
And we should give credit to your able-bodied assistant here who stepped right in, because we're not scripting this.
We are
We are
not.
going totally on the fly. And we've got the big one here.
And this is coming out.
Here, you Vanna White this one. You go like that.
Come on, Vanna.
You go like that.
It's a brand new product.
Brand new product.
This is
Okay.
being launched on November 14th. This is our brand new Crispin car seat. It's actually, we have 3 different sizes, 50 to 60 pounds, so it's those larger breeds.
Okay.
Same thing. Locks into the lower anchors. This one actually has a tether as well.
Okay.
So what's important about this is that we're not only containing pets, but we're protecting pets. We actually, when we crash test all these, we're actually using advanced test dummies. Those test dummies are going to have sensors measuring head injury criteria and chest excursion. And when we measure those values, we're comparing it to those child safety seat standards. We're actually finding that we're finding very, very low injury values on these.
Okay.
So this is a very safe product.
And the thing about these testing and all the other stuff is you don't necessarily have to have a crash, but if you have a hard braking, that is when the value of a good product comes in.
If you
right?
have a 20-pound dog and you're going 30 miles an hour, that's 600 pounds that you're going to have to basically either hold, or that force is going to hit you as well.
Yeah, and if that dog is coming from the back seat to the front, it can take out the driver.
Exactly.
And then the subsequent crash.
Exactly.
Okay, so where can people buy these?
You can buy them on TavoPets.com. You can buy them here at the show. If you're here at the show, we have a 20% off special.
Okay.
But you can buy them also at Nordstrom. And you also buy them online at Pottery Barn, Bloomingdale's, some of your local pet stores, depends on what market you're in. But definitely at TavoPets.com.
There we go. So, folks, if you travel with a pet, you should take a look at this. We got the cutest little, what is that, a golden doodle there?
Yes, it is.
Looks like a golden doodle.
Yeah.
And now when you buy these, the pet doesn't come with it, right?
The pet does not come with it.
Right, we have to say that pet sold separately.
Pet sold separately.
Okay. Mark, thank you so much. Let's get back to the Camper Report Show.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Camper Report Show. And our guest today is Tony Flamia, Marketing Director at how many of those? You only have that Marketing Director, but you wear more than just the Santa hat down there.
Well, I'd like to think so. We have a really good team here, but we cover the marketing for all of the Anderson Cooper businesses. So you've got the school, we got RV Tech course, which is separate from the school, and then all the various companies in between.
Interesting. The tech course was something that I thought we might spend some time on today, Tony. It's
Sure.
getting towards the holiday season, so this will post up on Friday so people can do their last minute Christmas shopping and order them online. But you want to go to the history of it, or do you want to tell what it is in today's edition?
Sure. I think as Christmas is coming up, I mean, this is the perfect gift, the gift of feeling secure in your own RV. Back when I was a full-time RVer, I was on the road for a little over 3 years. Anytime something broke or we heard a noise or whatever, and not knowing what it was always concerning, especially when we did a lot of boondocking. We're out in the middle of nowhere. There's not a lot of resources. So having the confidence and the knowledge to know what those noises are or understand signal flow or the proper troubleshooting for different appliances, having that knowledge just makes it so much nicer when you're out camping. It really saves you from really the worry and the fear of having to get stuck out there or having to call someone. So the home study course is basically designed for that, somebody that wants to learn from home. And what it is if you come to the National RV Training Academy, that first week is our RV Fundamentals course. And that's to get everybody up to the same level. Now, a lot of people think, do you teach on this rig? Do you teach on that rig? It's not about that. We teach on the trades, the electrical, the plumbing, the propane, the hydraulics. We teach the basics of how those systems work. So you're gonna learn how to use a multimeter. You're gonna learn how to do a drop pressure a pressure drop test. With propane, you're going to understand all the fundamentals. So that first class is to bring everybody to the same level before we push them into the advanced courses. Well, RVTechCourse.com offers the RV fundamentals. It's not called that because, one's a career college. The other one is for home use. RVTechCourse.com is for home use. But it's that same 1 week course all packaged together on a USB or online, booklets, PDFs, for you to use at home. And it's an excellent resource. And we've got just a bunch of 5-star reviews saying this has already saved them thousands of dollars in repairs.
It's one of those things that when you've been in the industry for a while, like we have, you look at it and you say, why doesn't everybody have this either at home to do it there or when it's simple enough, if it's online, you got it 24/7, have it with you at all times. It is such a game changer. I go back to the original RV Safety Education Foundation. In fact, did my first story on them probably 25 years ago. At that time, they were just getting founded, and they had Xerox copies of pages. We didn't have computers, we didn't have online stuff. But at that time, I said the same thing 25 years ago, saying this, everybody should have this package of
Yeah.
information booklets in the RV. But at that time, only one manufacturer in our industry provided it free of charge with every new rig that went out of the factory. And it was Airstream. It was the only one.
Well, I think if people were aware of the program, and I think it takes two things. One, you need to be aware that it exists, right? The other thing is the pain of change becoming greater than the pain of staying the same? Which meaning, have you gone through that experience yet? And maybe you just haven't. You haven't been stranded out there with a slide out stuck. You haven't been stranded with your hydraulic jacks all the way up and you can't leave. Have you been freezing in freezing temperatures and your propane is not your furnace is not turning on? If you haven't experienced those things yet, well, maybe you don't see the need, but a lot of this is for proactive, training. So when that does happen, you don't go, "Oh, what was that?" You go, "Oh, okay, I need this tool, this tool, this tool. I'll be right back." And for any men out there, you should think about this. You want to be the hero, man. You get this knowledge in you when something breaks and your wife looks at you all scared, or vice versa. If you're the wife and you want to look at him and go, "I got this," it's just knowledge that separates you between being stuck out somewhere or freezing to death like a popsicle, and having just an enjoyable experience, because that's all we really want when we go out camping. For some of us, it's a very limited time we get to go out anyways. It might be that 1 week a year where you get to go out. So, having this knowledge will save your camping experience in the long run.
Yep. Have you had any conversations with any manufacturers about providing this with every new coach? That
Yeah, actually, there's a couple of them that do kind of. Alliance was the first one. I
uh-huh.
don't know if that was a softball or something, but
Oh no,
there's
it
yeah.
wasn't.
So Alliance has their Alliance Academy. And so what they did was, we went there and shot a bunch of basic videos that everybody should have. And when you go on their website, you can run through their videos, and we added some of their videos that has more detail on their specific control systems. And we put that all together and it's on their website. If you go to Alliance's website, you go down to education, I think it's called Alliance Academy, you'll see top there.
Yep.
Right now, that's not the full class, but when you scroll down, you'll see there's a discount for the full class. Jayco, we met with Trey, and Trey loved the idea. And so Jayco, Highland Ridge, and what was the other one? They're all
Open,
doing,
open, yeah.
what was that?
Was it open?
StarCraft.
StarCraft, yeah.
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 Yeah, so they all have their own little universities too. And so it's not the full RV Tech course class, but it's specifically for their units. And then of course you can get a discount to get the full class.
Even better because you're customizing it to the name brand product, the branding that the customer has purchased. So that,
Yeah, and the Brady's and Trey, they are very customer centric. I think they have a real good grasp on what the customer needs, and they love the idea of doing this when we presented it with them. And matter of fact, Alliance is going to have us out next year to start shooting on some of their newer models. So they want to stay ahead of it and keep that information coming. So the OEMs are very big on this. Unfortunately, there's only one me and one Jason. He's my partner in the video world here. So we're doing as much as we can. But we'd love to see more OEMs doing that. I think that would be great.
Good. I understand Santa has a little gift for us.
Actually, Bob, I believe they do. So if you use the code Santa Bob, SANTABOB, you'll get 40% off. I mean, that's almost 50% if I did my math right.
That's pretty,
40% off from
pretty good
now
job.
until the end of the month. So it's a really good discount. And that's on any of the products. There's two different products on there. There's the RV Owners Online Course, where you can save time and money knowing how to maintain your own RV. But then we have the Pro version. So that version has all of the what we call button seat time, where Todd's talking to the class. It's 24 hours of classes. When you go to the Pro version, now the Pro version has two really cool things. All of the hands-on modules that we do here at the school, we've kind of customized to where you could do it at home. Instead of having a big 12-volt battery, we bring it down to a 9-volt battery, so you can learn on items that you can find around your house. So the Pro version has all the hands-on modules, plus $300 of that will go towards your tuition if you do decide to come to the National RV Training Academy in Athens, Texas. So the base is 197. That's for the RV owners online course. For
Yep.
597, or sorry, 497 is the Pro. With the discount, you'd basically be getting the Pro. This has got me thinking I got a Fro. You'd be getting the Pro for free, basically, if you decided to come to the school here in Athens, which I recommend everyone do at some point.
Yeah, we're gonna put all the links, all that information on the overlays of the video. We got a couple of minutes left. What about NRVTA? Where is NR? Can you talk about that today, or are we just gonna
Yeah,
talk?
yeah. Where is it?
Yeah.
It is right out there. We're in Athens, Texas, which is about an hour and a half southeast of Dallas. So we're in the east part of Texas, what I like to call God's country. It's beautiful here.
Yeah.
We actually landed here about 5 years ago, and it just felt like home. It's a small town, and it's just absolutely gorgeous here. So the school sits on an RV park, and this is what's really, really unique about this.
Yep.
There's 110 sites here, and it's a campus. It's not open to the public. It's all of these sites are dedicated for the people coming to school. And so if you wanted to come here, you would call our office or check out nrvta.com, talk to Tanya and her team, and they'll go through how to enroll. And then you would call the park office, find a spot here. And what's really nice is you spend your full day in class with Todd and RV Fundamentals, and then you spend the evenings with your cohort out around a campfire and hanging out with each other, doing your homework, because there is homework. You have to do things on your rig, but you're all on site, so it's a really, really fun experience here.
Yeah, and it's great going back to the campfire and having a beer and reviewing what you did during the day, or if you're stuck on something, somebody else can help you. So that's an added plus. So it's almost
Yeah,
like a 16-hour
yeah.
school, but you're having fun all 16
Mhm.
hours on the learning process.
Yep. And it's just a week long. Now, if you're an RV owner and you want to come here to learn for yourself, it's a week long. You're going to learn so much stuff. People say that it's like drinking from a fire hose, but by Thursday you feel so confident. But if you start to catch the bug and go, you know what? I think I could do this for a living. There's a huge need for mobile RV techs out all over the country, and inspectors. And so if you stayed for 4 more weeks, or you broke those weeks up throughout the year, you could actually become a certified RV technician and start making an income traveling the country.
All right, real quick. You can
Yeah.
also become an RV inspector in
Yep.
Athens, Texas. Talk
In
about
just
that.
3 weeks.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, you can become an inspector too, and that's 3 weeks. So everything starts with RV fundamentals, and then if you want to be a tech, you do 4 weeks of advanced classes, which is refrigerators, air conditioners, exteriors, water heaters and furnaces, and then if you want to be an inspector, it's 2 weeks of inspections, and that's really intense. You're out there doing inspections, you're learning all the parts and pieces, and we have a lot of people actually come for all of it. They'll do the tech and inspector, and they leave with both certifications.
You could, if somebody was a teacher and they were off in the summer, they could go to Texas for the summer and do everything while they're down there.
Yeah, but I would say if they like teaching, I wouldn't do it because once you realize how much money you can make doing this, you may not go back to being a
Yeah,
teacher.
that's right.
It's, I mean, the thing is there is such a demand in this industry right now that
Incredible. Yeah,
you are fresh meat when you go out into the field
yeah,
because once you let people know you're a mobile tech or inspector, they're all over you.
yeah.
So it's a great business to get into now while the need is so great.
All right, wrap it up with your VA program.
All right. So if you are in the military or just getting out of the military, we do have programs. We became approved by the VA Commission, I guess now a couple of years ago now.
That's been a
Man,
couple of years. Yeah.
time is flying by. So if you're a veteran, give us a call, 903-386-0444. Talk to Tanya and her team, and they will walk through the various programs so you can use your benefits to come to school. And we have a ton of veterans coming here, and it's really neat seeing how many people raise their hand when we ask, how many here are veterans.
And
There's a lot of people using benefits.
if I
Yes, sir.
understand correctly, because of the way that VA program works, it's not just for people in Texas, even though you're in Texas. That is
Mhm.
spread out across the country because you have the recognition, the validation, and the courses. Somebody from Boston could go and go under the VA option, right?
Yeah, people from all over the country are coming here, veterans and just anybody. It's pretty wild when you're walking up and down the parking lot looking at the license plates on week one. It's pretty wild seeing it where everyone is driving from. It's humbling,
Yep.
yet very neat because we are very blessed that people look to us as um, as the place to go to when it comes to their training. We have people, they just can't wait to come meet the team and say hi. And it's very humbling every Monday morning of week one,
It
you know.
is. It is a great American success story. You put the flag in the ground and just built a fantastic, I guess you could say, campus, school. You're an educational endeavor that people really benefit from. So
Well, yeah,
besides the license plate, you can also check out their military flags because they'll have the Air Force flag or the Army flag, or they don't go anywhere without their flags. So
right. Yeah. Yeah. It's really neat seeing everybody out there in the campground.
it is.
It's just it's like Disneyland for RVers. It's people are coming for the experience and leaving with an education.
That's fantastic. All right, I guess today is Tony Flamia, the marketing director for the NRVTA. Tony, thanks very much. It's always a pleasure to have you on. You're a busy man and here the season. I'm glad you took a couple of minutes for us today.
Man, for you, Bob, anytime.
All right, thanks, Tony.